All right, Ezekiel chapter 35. This one is going to feel familiar if you've been watching the past videos. This is a prophecy against another group. But I would say this is not as literal as the past ones have been. This is more figurative in dealing with not just a literal place called Mount Seir and Idumea, but the literal idea of the world. Okay? So think more figuratively with this. This is the world and worldly wickedness that is fighting the saints of God. Basically, so think of the idea of the Babylon Zion type concept. That's what's going on here, basically. So we want to consider that battle, basically, as we look at this. Now, as we consider this, I want to bring something up here just real quick. This is from the Old Testament Study Manual. So why would the Lord deal so harshly with the people of Edom, the descendants of Esau, and therefore also of Abraham and Isaac? The answer is clear after analyzing Ezekiel 35. So if you thought about why is God going after all these other people, remember we talked about those different groups several chapters ago. This will give us a little bit of an explanation, understanding of that. The people of Edom hated the children of Israel and shed their blood, sought to take over their lands, and spoke against the Lord, and rejoiced at Israel's desolation. Edom was a distinct nation, as a distinct nation was destroyed, giving further evidence that the Lord keeps his promises. Although the nation is no more, Edom, or Idumea, has become a symbol for the wicked world that exists today. So again, this is, these are literal places, literal tribes and people. Think of this in a figurative way. This is the world of wickedness. A warning to the wicked in the world of what is coming. Okay, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. So he's facing this land. Okay, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir. Remember, this is the name of like a kind of a range of mountains over here where the Edomites were. I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. Thou shalt know that I am the Lord. So if you think about this idea from the standpoint of wickedness, okay, if you are a wicked city, God is going to take care of you. Now realize, this isn't God saying, I'm going to raise up a righteous army who's going to come fight you and take care of you. God is going to take care of it for us. He's not asking us to fight. He's asking us to show mercy and kindness and love and inclusiveness to people. Very important point to think about. Okay, verse 4, I will lay waste thy cities, thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So if you fight the righteous, you're persecuting the righteous, you're killing the righteous, this isn't going to go well for you. Verse 6, Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, or sins, basically, even blood shall pursue thee. So they are going to be hunted as well and killed, just as much as they go after somebody else. So this is like karma coming back, basically. Verse 7, Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers, and they shall fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast said, These two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. So this is the people in Edom saying, we want to take over. We're going to have our land here, and we're going to take over Israel's land over there too. Verse 11, Therefore as I live, saith the Lord God, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. So again, what anger you put out is going to come back to you again. Karma. Karma is legit in the gospel. It's going to come back to you. So just understand that any judgment you pass on others, it's going to come back to you. So should we be judging others? Only if we want to be judged. If you want to be angry with others, then anger is going to come back on you. This is how it works. So understand, this is why Christ says, treat others the way you want to be treated, so that the karma is good for you, not bad for you. Let's see, verse 12, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. So the wicked world is saying, hey, these righteous people have lots of good stuff, but we hate them, we despise them, let's go kill them, let's try to plot plans to get rid of them. And God's going, I'm hearing everything you're saying, folks, it's not going to work out for you. Verse 13, thus will with your mouth have ye boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith the Lord God, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. And thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee, thou shalt be desolate, O mountain Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord. So in the last days, there's going to be a time where wickedness is going to be so rampant, and persecuting the righteous people, it's going to be hard. And at some point, God is going to step in and go, you're done. Wickedness is gone. We're taking care of this. I'm protecting the righteous. The righteous will probably be a minority of the people. Now, what's interesting, we're going to kind of flesh this out a little bit more as we get into the New Testament. There is a concept in Christianity called the rapture, when two people are in the field, one gets taken up and the other gets left. From what I'm understanding from Bible scholars, we've misinterpreted that. Instead of these people going up to heaven and the wicked being left here and then the righteous coming down from heaven, what it possibly is talking about, as scholars are researching this, is that these people that are being taken are the wicked. The righteous will be left to accept Christ as he comes down. So that could be kind of what he's talking about in here when he says, I'm going to take the wicked out. It's all gone. Righteous, I'm going to come to you. So interesting concepts and ideas that we see, but realize for the wicked, it's not going to end well. So unless you're repenting, unless you are seeking all the time to come to Christ, you might find yourself on the wrong side of that line. So keep repenting. Stay humble. Keep asking God for forgiveness and ask him to help you understand how to be better. Always be doing that, and that's going to continue to help you. So let's jump over to our next chapter as we see more latter-day prophecy from Ezekiel.